Yo, welcome back to 5Q. I got me here. I'm Ed. We got Mark, Vic, and Jeff. So first of all, I want to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Thank you for looking out for us. Looking forward to post more content for y'all. Keep liking, keep subscribing.
Share.
Leave some comments. Yeah, share, leave some comments. Anything y'all want to see on this pod, we're going to give it to y'all. So let's get right back into it. So we had the Super Bowl that just happened this past weekend between the Chiefs and the 49ers. Went down to overtime and, Pat did his thing. So you guys have any thoughts on that? Feel like Jeff got something to say?
All I got to say is God is good. Any day the 49ers lose is a good day for me. We won. Dallas won. We stand up. Fort Worth won.
Oh, my goodness.
Rasheed Rice from Fort Worth. Fort Worth won. Patrick Mahomes from Texas. Texas won, for real.
That's shameless.
Dallas won for real.
Hey, that was like probably one of the best Super Bowls I ever watched. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That was a
From
good
start
one.
to finish. That was peak. That wasn't?
I'm just talking about what he
Oh,
said.
I was trying to breeze past it.
Yeah, all right, come on.
But that was one of the best Super Bowls I ever watched. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like everybody in the house knew, like everybody in like the stadium, whenever Pat got the ball at the end of the game, when it was like down 3, so we all knew the inevitable. And then even whenever like they 49ers kicked the field goal in overtime, so everybody knew like what was
You
going
know
to
what's
happen.
funny, bro?
Yeah.
CMC got to the sideline after they scored with the towel over his head.
Like he knew.
Yeah,
they
he
needed
knew,
that
bro.
touchdown,
He
bro.
knew.
Bro, Steve Spagnuolo, the greatest defensive coordinator of all time.
Might just be, yeah. And Spag was a
4
cold,
rings.
yeah. Spag was a cold head coach when he was around in that little time period.
He was-
So to see him come through and get him for his
He
night,
got the
bro.
Giants Day
Yeah.
ring in 2011.
For
I don't know
real?
if he was with us in 07, but I know in 11 he was with us. So he
I know. I
ball,
think
bro.
he did after Jeff Fisher. After it got done with Fisher, I think he came through.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was 11.
He was 11,
'Cause
okay.
He got 3 rings with the Chiefs and then one with the Giants.
That's hard. Okay.
Beast, you know what I'm saying? The
That's
best Super Bowl
tough.
we watched. I mean, I've watched.
That's
As
not
far
the
as
best Super Bowl I've watched. I still think, like, for me personally, that Ravens Super Bowl special, again, no sights and no, we're not doing any of that. We're not doing none of that. But still, like, Pat is incredible.
He's the most talented quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. He's
Easy.
past Aaron in terms of skill and talent. What he does with the football doesn't make sense. Like, you watch some of the plays, and you can tell he's always been 5 years ahead of the league in terms of just play style.
Yeah, there really ain't a weakness in this game, bro. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
It's like,
there really isn't. Like, there's nothing you.
Yeah, like even
can't
like with Brady,
see him
like
doing.
Brady can't. It's not really a weakness, but he can't run. It's like,
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
can't
saying?
expect Brady to pick
With
up 10
Pat,
yards.
it's like, bro, what can't Pat do?
Yeah.
Like realistically, what you want Pat to be a game manager? He showed he could do that this year. He didn't have no receivers that was. I mean, Rasheed was good, be a rookie. He didn't have no real,
threat.
no 1,000-yard receiver
Yeah,
this
no
year.
threat,
So
no
I could do that.
threats.
And then all of a sudden you want to have like 07 Patriots where we blown the top off the defense. I did that in 2020 when I had Tyreek.
Yeah.
So it's like I could do it whatever
Well,
way.
back in 2018, I was
Whatever
throwing
you need to
50
do,
touchdowns.
Like,
Yeah.
you need me to win with a trash defense that's giving them 30 a game?
We can do that.
I got that. Cool. We did that last year
Yeah.
against the Eagles. Like,
It's my personal thing for it, and I said this. The AFC was going to be the team was going to win it out, and it was going to boil down to if the NFC could handle Pat Mahomes. I swear. And
it's crazy you called it too.
yeah,
Like, you
bro.
ain't call it, but you
But
like,
it was like I kind
you
of
see
knew
it in
it.
your face, like,
Yeah,
you
I really could see that. Like he's doing something to the league that is not normal, bro. And I feel for Kyle more than anything because it's like, damn, 2 years in a row,
Man,
we
Kyle,
are
bro.
up in the Super Bowl for the Barty. We're gonna have a Barty party in San Francisco,
I'm sick
and we
of
blow a 10-point lead again. Nah, and I think that Greenlaw injury kind of was like I could feel it. That Greenlaw injury
Yeah,
that was so
I don't
random.
even see. His backup came in. He was targeted 9 times for 9 catches.
And bro played a hell of a game for coming off the bench. I was shocked. He was running around like he had no soul.
Bro, it's crazy though. It's like that next man up thing is really crazy because like their guard got hurt. Their guard was the reason they that 3rd and 4. Feliciano, he got hurt. The guard was the reason that 3rd and 4 where Chris Jones busted through the gap.
Yeah.
That was the reason that happened. And then dude was getting fried as soon as Greenlaw got out.
I mean,
The next man up, but you really got to be ready for like the moment. Obviously, it's easier said than done
But then
against Mahomes.
man, you gotta see. I think that tough man type of game is you're gonna be so tough. Like Debo played through hella injuries. Wagner, I think they said he was hurt. Everybody was playing hurt on both sides.
Yeah.
So it really boils down to who won it more. And I swear, once overtime started, I don't know if they explained the rules wrong or if the broadcast I was watching was a little off. But Romo was trying to explain the rules while Pat was driving, and it kind of did feel like the 49ers knew like this was the end, bro. Like when he threw the rollout to the pylon.
Like whenever Mahomes goes second, you basically giving him 4 downs to get 10 yards
really,
every single
time.
To
get 10 yards every single time.
He's gonna get you 10 yards. Like, that's money. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, really realistically, like 3 yards. Mahomes could do that. But now you giving him 4 yards to get 10 yards.
I don't
4
see a
downs
stop
to
to this, too. That's the problem. Like, Andy Reid, first of all, he's an amazing coach. He's, in my opinion, the best coach of a generation in terms of, like, a player's coach.
Yeah, offensively, too.
Offensively, too. Like, he's been doing this for a long, long time. 20, 30-plus years in the game, in the trenches.
He was doing it with, not mediocre. I mean, McNabb was good. McNabb, like, the Hall of very good, but he was doing it with McNabb.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was going hard with guys that you wouldn't expect to really be something. I think a lot of that time was really based on his coaching. And you can really see the product of having a good coach. It trickle downs a lot.
Bro, and front office, bro. I thought this game was like, we really seen like, you know, sometimes you'll see like some Super Bowls where it's like, damn, like last year, right? Eagles made it. Eagles obviously had a good roster top to bottom, but the Niners had the better roster. It just happened that 3 quarterbacks got hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is like one of the Super Bowls we really seen like the two of the best run teams, like from top to bottom.
Kind of go head to head, Two of the best organizations.
And it looked like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it felt like it too.
It did.
It felt like a lot was on the line watching the Super Bowl. Like, it didn't feel like anyone was willing to flinch. Like, that was, but again.
That's what I like, bro. This Super Bowl was like, because like, it was almost like 2019, I think it was, or 2018, whenever it was the Rams and the Patriots. Like, that was like, I didn't really like the Super Bowl. It was like 10-3 or 13-3, whatever it was. This one felt like, bro, you can't make a mistake. You make one mistake, that's going to cost you the game. And that's what the 49ers did on the third down. But if they got that third down at the end of the fourth quarter,
I didn't like that call. I didn't like that call either, because you know what's funny?
McDuffie when he blitzed?
Yeah. I didn't no, not even McDuffie. I didn't like the call for slants. Because they called slants. And ironically enough, the following drive for the Chiefs on their third down, they called dump off. We're going to throw it to the running back and let him pick it up.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all could have did the same thing with CMC, and y'all didn't.
He a mismatch.
You know what I'm saying? CMC was a mismatch. CMC had an amazing Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
Him and Jawan Jennings was really carrying them boys on offense.
Jawan Jennings might have messed around and been MVP.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Jawan Jennings was looking like he was gonna be Super Bowl MVP if they won.
Caught a touchdown.
So that game was kind of just proving to me what I always knew, that Pat Mahomes,
boy, beats 3 rings.
Yeah, is one of the best. And I said it when we played him. I said, bro, and a lot of Ravens fans that I knew was like, bro, we're gonna run through Pat. He coming to be more. He don't stand a chance. I was like, bro, nah. He's a difference maker, man. You don't see too many guys come like him, man. Once in a generation kind of talent. No funny.
Yeah, sticking with the topic of Pat Mahomes. So with this third Super Bowl ring, where do you think he ranks all time? And comparing him to Brady, what do you think he needs to do to surpass him? And do you think he has the potential to do that?
Man, honestly, it's getting scary. It's getting scary. You already know what I'm finna say. So the stats are really, at 27, Brady got 3 rings. So they're basically equal, except Pat got 2 MVPs right now. He's really on pace to be better than Brady. Brady didn't get his next ring to 2014.
Bro, that's not how it works.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell him, man.
I'm telling you, I know it can be different.
You gotta know the league will get better, bro. Like this kind of run is abnormal.
I'm just saying he on pace.
Pace talk is like, I don't know, but pace talk is so nasty. Cause like, think about it, right? Brady won in his first 4 years or 6 years starting. He won 3 rings. Then he went like a 10-year gap where he didn't touch another Super Bowl, and then he ended up winning 4 more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that happens. Like, that's gonna happen. Maybe it might not. Maybe there might not be another bull that come in the league in the AFC that can mess with Pat. But I mean, I
don't know. 10 years is a long time.
I believe that Josh Allen eventually gonna crack through. I believe that Joe Burrow eventually gonna crack through.
I'm gonna ask you this though: do you think Pat goes another 10 years without winning the ring?
No. People could have said the same thing about Brady.
But at that time,
you have to look at this realistically though, bro. Like if you expect
10 rings with no ring.
Pace talk
10
is
10 years. I think Pat got.
I don't even mind the pace
one.
talk, but the problem with pace talk is you pacing the player instead of pacing the league.
You got to account for so much.
You got to account for way too much. In that 10-year gap that Brady couldn't win,
Travis gonna retire.
You see how many boys won a ring instead of Brady? Ben, Aaron, Flacco. Drew, Flack,
Eli,
2 of them. Eli, so like, what are we finna say? That's kind of I don't know. I say Pat right now for me, I will put him top 5. I really want to say top 7, but I'm gonna put him top 5. I think it's fair in terms of what I've seen right now. In terms of skill, he's number 1. In terms of talent, absolutely number 1. No one's in his class. He does it. But in terms of like everything, I'm talking about rings, credentials, aura, leadership, the entire resume. You gotta be 5 in my opinion. I think definitely he's a Hall of Famer
already.
But all encompassing, he's not better than Brady. He's not even close to Brady. He can't even hold a candle to Brady yet.
He's not. I think he's like top 3.
He number 2.
I put him up with Joe Montana and Brady.
Brady easily number 2, bro. It's Brady and it's Mahomes and it's Peyton.
What? You put what about Joe Montana? Montana?
No, I'm playing. But no, bro, it's like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Like,
this is gonna be
Joe
that
Montana
kind of podcast, bro.
Bro, like, Montana's great. Mahomes is like, bro, come on, bro.
What are we saying, bro? I don't want to be disrespectful, bro. What are we saying?
Yeah,
bro?
what do you mean,
bro? What do you mean by this, bro?
Because I got
Mahomes, bro. Come on, like, it's really.
I can't even hold a candle to Terry Bradshaw. Let's start talking numbers, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Please,
bro, it's Mahomes, bro. I don't want to sound like I'm just munching, but it's Mahomes, bro. He's the second greatest quarterback to ever play the game.
I get it, but let's be for real, bro.
What can Joe do that Mahomes can't do?
I'm finna name you 3 guys right now that are better than Pat.
Okay.
Joe.
And Brady's like, all right, we
Yeah,
take Brady.
take time about it. Take time. We got
7 rings.
We got Joe. 1.
Joe name? We talking about Joe Montana?
I'm talking about Joe Montana. We could throw name in there too, but I ain't.
Come on, relax.
So we got Joe.
Okay.
Johnny U.
Stop it. Stop it. Like, bro, come on, bro.
They don't watch ball like me, bro.
Come on,
They
bro.
don't watch ball like me.
Bro.
I'm watching civil rights ball. They're not watching ball like me.
They wasn't a
They're
single
not
black
watching
man
ball
on that
like me.
field,
It's
bro.
okay. But anyway,
There wasn't a single black man.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We got Steve Young.
Black History Month, bro.
We got Johnny U. I'm coming with him. We got Johnny U and we got Lamar Jackson. All quarterbacks that are better than Pat Mahomes right now. As of right now,
Lamar Jackson.
2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. I'm not trolling, bro. This is real life.
So real talk.
This is real life. This is real life. We talking really
real
talk.
Untrolling. Lamar is the top 15 quarterback to ever play the game. He might be like 15 though.
15.
But Lamar is the top.
You can
15
name 14 better quarterbacks.
Nah, I probably can. I don't got the list on me. I'm not gonna do that in the middle of the thing. But Lamar probably is the top 15 quarterback to ever play the game. He's gonna be around Ben Roethlisberger, probably behind him, but like around Ben Roethlisberger, Aikman, and them boys. 'Cause I think Lamar. That's more so projection. Because like you know what I'm saying. I think Lamar gonna at least get him 1. But bro, when it comes to like talent, bro, we can't say the dude is the greatest most talented quarterback of all time, right? And he already has 3 rings. Like, so it's not like we just projecting like Lamar.
I'm not even trying to project.
So it's not like I'm saying it's not like Lamar where we like, okay, well Lamar eventually we think he'll get 1. No. Mahomes has 3 rings. He already has 3.
I'm
gonna tell
with
y'all.
2 MVPs.
Lamar's gonna win. Mahomes gonna win another MVP. That's gonna happen.
For sure, that's gonna happen.
He's gonna win
regardless.
another ring before he retires. He's gonna have 4. Is he not gonna win another ring?
I say he has a shot too, but I don't think.
Come on, bro. He get more than
the
that.
league
I
will
Who's his
get-
peer? He don't have a peer in the
I'm
league,
not
bro.
saying, bro.
There's
I'm
not
not
a single
saying
peer
he
in
has
the
a
league.
peer, but like, I want to be honest. In the last 6 years, who's been the best players on earth? Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and Lamar Jackson. Aaron Rodgers just tore his ACL, so you got kicked. He's cooked. You got to get him out the picture. So
I'm gonna be real,
so
but
who
Lamar
else?
don't hold
So
a
who else?
candle to that
What
brother.
in the world? So I'm
on, dog.
just looking at the eye test on what the player's saying. If the player's saying that Pat and Lamar are the 2 most difficult players to deal with right now playing ball, he's in the same caliber with Pat. In my personal opinion, it's just when you can look at
Bro,
organizations.
but
Listen.
Last week
Organization.
you yourself came in here, bro, and you looked like you was at a funeral, and you was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick the Ravens. But you looked like you was at a funeral because you knew what was going to happen, bro. Whenever Pat got the ball at the end of the game, and he needed to convert a first down.
Oh, it was over.
And you see cover 0. What was your first thought,
Why blitz him on third with the first on the line?
bro? But if it was Lamar, vice versa, you'd be like, "Damn, it's a blitz coming. It might be kind of aki right now. I don't really know what's going to happen." It's different.
I don't
bro.
believe.
It's levels, bro.
I think what you're seeing from what I make that statement when I say is Johnny U and Lamar.
Johnny U, bro. Come on, bro.
Johnny U is real because Johnny. If y'all want to talk rings,
Bro,
let's
really-
talk rings and
let's really
MVPs.
talk about them old quarterbacks.
Let's talk
We're not-
rings and
But
MVPs.
we talking about modern era. We're not talking about them Bulls, bro. Like, come on, bro.
It
We
ain't
not
playing the
talk-
same football.
We're
to
not
me.
talking about Johnny Unitas, bro. But they had smokers ones, bro. Come on, bro.
Bro,
There wasn't a single black man on that field.
bro.
We're not talking about
So
them.
how you gonna put Pat Mahomes?
We talking about modern.
in the-
We talking about from like 80s
All right,
up.
we talking about 80s up. How you gonna put Pat Mahomes in the Pantheon of Giants, and then you gonna tell me him and Brady is
'cause if-
communicating?
bro, if
how
Patrick
can
Mahomes
him?
retires today,
How
he's the
can
first
him and
Hall of
Brady
Famer.
even be in the same
Bro,
category?
He's not. He's not. Brady is.
So
bro.
then, what are we talking about?
The
Pat is
question
number
was if
2.
he has the potential to surpass him.
No.
Nah. If he was 8, That's tough. But if he wins 8,
They went 8's a lot.
Congrats.
That's
Yeah.
spooky.
If he does 8, first and foremost, football is never gonna be the same.
But at the same time, bro,
You're not playing football no more.
Impossible,
But
though.
But like
time-
winning 8 is like, is that the only thing that can make
all
him
right,
a real Brady?
realistically,
The
jokes aside,
MVPs. The MVPs.
No funny shit. No funny
I'm not a
shit.
ring person, so I don't think he actually. I'm joking.
And
I don't think he has to get
7.
8. If he's able to get like 5, 6, all right, we can have a conversation. But it's always gonna be in the back of people's minds. Like, bro, he smoked you twice. He smoked you. He came in your building
And coach you.
and smoked you. Not
True.
like Super Bowl's a little different because like the line was trash. The Chiefs line was trash, and Mahomes played great. Like that Super Bowl, like the stats not going. It was like 30-9, but the stats not going to back up what really happened. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the AFC Championship, whenever Brady came to his crib and Edelman's yelling at Brady saying, "You too old, you too old."
Yeah.
Brady came to his crib, like, come on, bro. And that was 50 touchdown pat.
That's always gonna be tough.
That was dog pat.
But my thing is, like you said, you're not a ring counter. I don't count rings. I really count what the players say and what I see. And what I see is,
You see Lamar's better than that?
yeah, bro. I don't say Lamar's better, but actually no, yeah, I'm gonna stand on it. Yeah. Lamar's a whole much more to deal with because the problem is organizations is ran completely different.
Bro, we know Lamar won the second playoff game like this year, right?
Yeah, organizations is ran completely different.
Bro, we know that like
and Lamar has dealt with health issues.
we
too.
realize Patrick Mahomes got more like playoff wins than Aaron Rodgers, right?
Organizations.
Aaron Rodgers, we talking about not scrub like some random Aaron Rodgers. He has more playoff wins than Aaron,
Bro,
Aaron
why do
Rodgers.
we act like the Chiefs not one of the
We was
most
calling
historic
Aaron,
franchises on
we was
planet
calling
Earth?
Aaron one of the greatest, like the most talented before
Before-
Mahomes. We was calling Aaron,
And that's
the
true.
talented, like,
and
the
now
guy.
Yeah.
Aaron has been lapped up by
Exactly.
Patrick. And
Exactly.
that's fine.
That's gonna be Brady.
You know how great you got to be to lap Aaron.
But I was also saying that Lamar had passed Aaron after that first VP. But that's just me.
Bro, come on, bro.
I'm just saying. Because if you a terror on the field,
on, dog.
your numbers going to talk. The numbers is talking, bro. It's not me making this up, guys. It's not me. The numbers going to talk, bro.
All right, hopping on to the next subject.
It's not me, bro. It's not me, bro. The numbers going to talk.
You gotta
bro.
go back to the next topic.
It's Patrick Mahomes, bro. Like, I sound like
gotta
I'm
Y'all
enjoy
are
right now.
glazing, man.
I
This
sound
is
like I'm munching,
crazy.
but
Y'all
it's
are
Pat.
glazing. Like,
Hey, but we
I'm losing my
still
voice
on
on
the
this
we still
It's
on the
bad,
Super
dog.
Bowl. We still covering the Super Bowl. So we have Steve Wilks that just got fired after
Bro,
making the Super Bowl. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Bro.
And you think that's fair to him
Bro.
or fair for the
I think for the 49ers, yeah, I think that's how y'all got to move, man. We didn't came too far twice. That's fair. Like, and I think he called a good year all around, but that second half was a crumble. This was not this team's first time seeing Pat Mahomes. For your players to be saying we didn't know if we had an OT script is like at the press conference is crazy
That's
work
on the
to
head
me.
coach. That's not on
Nah,
Steve
but
Wilks.
that's on coaching staff. And if
on
Kyle
the head
is, but
coach.
nah, listen. But if Kyle is your guy, he's gonna take us to the promised land. Someone's gonna have to bite that bullet. Steve, I'm sorry, brother. You gotta go. And that's just what it boils down to. I don't think Steve Wilks is a bad coach. I think he's going to bounce back. Excellent coach. I didn't think he was a bad coach when he was an Arizona Cardinal. The Cardinals just sucked when he was a Cardinal.
wait. So you saying he's like a scapegoat?
I think in a way he could be a scapegoat for that. In a way.
Bro,
'Cause
every
you-
season is a scapegoat for Kyle
but,
Shanahan.
yeah, because if you blow
in
through
Atlanta,
Temple-
it was Matt Ryan.
Come on.
And what's the name? It was Jimmy G in
Come
2020.
on.
Now it's but it's always gonna be somebody except him, bro.
And that's why
at
I
some
feel-
point we gotta look at Kyle. Bro.
Nah,
at some point, we gotta look at
I
Kyle.
really do.
And I think Kyle's a good coach. I don't think Kyle's.
I really do feel bad for Kyle though, because I think Kyle is one of those. No, listen. Kyle's one of those coaches. I can kind of tell too. Kyle's one of those coaches that let his coaches. Y'all gonna call the plays, but he can veto. And I see a lot of times he's one of those coaches that trusts his coaches to make the call. When
Bro,
low key, I feel like he can be doing a lot of the stuff that they doing in reality. But that's just my observation from like the body language and all that. So, and that is also my observation from the Super Bowl, because there are a lot of times I would see them blitz on third down. I'm like, why are y'all blitzing? And then the following third down, they don't blitz.
Bro, Mahomes
So-
scored 19 points in a Super Bowl in a regulation. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, Steve
And that's
Wilks had
on
the
your
boys at
defense.
19 points.
And that's on
That's
your
good.
defense. But that's on your defense, because 19 points to Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl is crunch time.
Bro, but I'm saying,
It's
bro,
crunch time.
I'm saying your
And
coordinator
y'all
had-
played a great first half.
Bro, think about it. Your coordinator had them boys at 19 points. He lost his second bet, probably third
Probably
best
his
defender.
second best
third
defender, yeah.
in Greenlaw. And you had them boys at 19 points. Bro, that's not Steve Wilks' fault. Bro, they became one of the best pass defenses in the league. They went down a lot. They went down to rush defense after D'Amico Ryan's up. But D'Amico, I mean, he a head coach clearly, so he a dog. But they went down to rush defense. I think they went down to point scored. But they pass defense got OD better.
But they got better. They got better DBs though.
Bro, but I mean, still that
their personnel got better.
They got better.
Their front seven got better.
You held Mahomes to 19 points in regulation.
That's not enough.
That's not, bro. Yes, it is.
It's not,
bro. Yes, it is.
You were just glazing over Pat being this Uber.
That's more than enough,
Uber
bro.
one,
bro. That is more than enough, bro. The problem is the offense. The offense, they missed on like 5. It's Brock.
That is true. Yeah,
they missed on like 5 touchdowns. They missed on Ayuk on the third at the end of the end of the fourth quarter. They missed Ayuk. The one that he threw it to Juwan Jennings, but Ayuk was wide open. They missed on another third down. Was the one that Chris Jones came through and
blew it up
to Ayuk again. Actually, believe it or not. And then they missed on the one to McDuffie that would have sealed the game.
That would seal the game, correct,
bro. That's not Steve Wilks. That's the offense. This is all offense I named.
It should have ran.
Realistically, what did the defense do wrong?
Realistically, in my opinion, I think.
What coordinators actually stop Mahomes?
True, that is true. But I also think with you playing Mahomes as much as they have, and I think Kyle Shanahan in his world is like, I kind of know what to expect out of this guy. So the blitzings on third down, ridiculous. There was a lot of the first half was a lot of disciplined pass rushing. At the second half, I saw a lot more peeking inside when the whole point was we got to stay outside our shoulder. Do not let him. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit more undisciplined in the second half. You know what I'm saying? We relied a lot of just instinct instead of trusting the system. And again,
Nick Bosa, we seen you,
Nicky. But I'm not gonna lie. Nicky had a great game. Nicky had an amazing game, and I don't think he got enough help on the front seven end because at some points in the game, felt like Nicky was literally the only one rushing.
Yeah,
and he was affected. He was rushing so crazy that his men were getting pressure off of him just staying disciplined. Not him even doing nothing crazy, just him staying disciplined. So it's the little things. And again, if anybody was watching, and at least hindsight now, we know this wasn't the 49ers against the Chiefs per se. This was the 49ers against Pat Mahomes. Yeah. And the 49ers knew exactly what they had to do on defense to get this W and clutch out the Super Bowl, and they didn't.
But like, who do you hire?
And you gotta blame Steve Wilks.
But who do you hire? Like, what coordinator is available right now that's gonna be better than Steve Wilks? Unless you're bringing in Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick of Vrabel.
Vic, how you gonna say that the Chiefs are a dynasty team or whatever, and then be like, you're not playing the Chiefs, you're playing Pat Mahomes?
Because I mean, the Chiefs is
discredit him at first, and now
but the Chiefs is Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is the Chiefs. I think that's fair enough. Up until he leaves, yes. The same. It's kind of like the quintessential, kind of like Brady. And like you think of Brady, you think of the Patriots.
You can't be like he got a team,
I feel like
that's why they went in to discredit the first point and then.
But he is the team. I feel like I can say that if he is the team, though. If you are the team, I feel like I'm allowed to be like to be critical of you. But if your team bails you out, then you are responsible for that in the same era. And I think that's kind of what the Chiefs were a lot of this year. They weren't supposed to get to this point.
Yeah, coming at the beginning of the year, that's what I said. I said the offense ain't really getting it.
Not doing no work.
All drop balls, everything, man.
Shouts out to Kadarius Toney.
But yeah, like you said, Vrabel. I'm thinking Vrabel probably might be the next spin.
Or maybe Pete.
Pete is more. I think he want to do front office.
Oh yeah, he thought he wanted.
It sucked that they fired him when there's no coordinator spots available. But he gonna have to be like a DB coach, Steve Wilks or something. But
moving on to the next topic. We got the Hall of Fame nominees for the class of 2024. Dwight Freeney, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson,
My generation.
Julius Peppers, Patrick Willis,
guys I grew up
Randy Bradshaw, and Steve McMichael. So any thoughts of these nominees for the Hall of Fame? Anybody got snubbed, or do you think this is a pretty good list?
One of the better classes.
Yeah, Cordell Patterson, he getting his gold jacket.
Cordell Patterson?
Is he getting his gold jacket too? He got the most kick returns.
Yes, and I think he might have most all-purpose. Getting up there in all-purpose yards too. No,
that's
fair.
fair.
That's fair. No. I feel that. No, because I always say if you're an all-purpose yard guy in the league, like Darren Sproles should get in the hall too. That's me.
I'm not feeling that one, but I'm just saying if that's the.
But you're not feeling Hester, so it makes sense.
Bro, yeah, but
I know where you're coming from. You're not feeling Hester.
The most dangerous return of all time.
They started changing rules. They
literally moved the yard up because he was killing boys.
I agree with all of this. I'm not saying Devin Hester is bad, but we put in him like what I said last time. He's in a place with Deion Sanders right now.
That's right.
He changed the game.
Deion Sanders.
What do I always say,
changed
bro?
the game.
To make the Hall of Fame in your particular spurts, we cannot tell the story of this sport without you. You can't do it without Devin. It would be impossible. It would be literally impossible.
His impact on the
He
sport
is the
was
reason
crazy.
why when you take a touchback now, your team starts at the 25. That's impactful. That's impactful.
As long as Cordell get in and.
I think Cordell should get in too. I also think Darius Bowles should get in. That's just me though. I'm fair for the returners and the kickers.
here for Cordell,
I like
though.
that. I like that. But everybody on the list is solidified. There was somebody.
Bro, he got in over Antonio Gates.
I want to say something.
Bro, Antonio Gates is the standard when it comes to tight end. Devin
That is a
got
good
in over
point.
him.
That is a good point.
He's the standard. When you think about a tight end, like number stats wise, it's Antonio Gates.
That is a good point. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good take.
I want to say something about Patrick Willis. Like really,
Ooh, yeah,
Pat's my favorite.
like really shout out to him because I grew up watching Patrick Willis and man, he really made me fall in love with like middle linebacker and things like that. He was just a cold linebacker. I love growing up watching Patrick Willis. Shout out to him. And
That's
really,
another one. That's another one that changed the game without you even like.
Yeah,
you can't tell the game
because he really inspired
without
me.
him. Yeah,
like he made a like big impact.
You know
when
what's
growing up
crazy?
watching football.
Like one of the craziest things when I was getting into football and I was watching like a lot of football, Patrick Willis wore a shut like Air XP, like the original version of it. I swear to you, Pat was playing so OC and he was racking up so many tackles and leading the league in so many tackles and killing guys over the middle. That shut had to release a new version of the Air XP that eventually became the F7.
Yeah.
With the big cushion on the back with the team's name on it. Pat was one of the first guys to start wearing that style of helmet, Patrick Willis, with the running back bull. So his impact on the game was felt on the equipment level. And I always think that's cool to see.
Yeah.
And I kind of saw that real time because he was playing the game at such a ferocity.
Yes, he was.
You know what I'm saying? He was playing the game kind of like old school Ray Lou.
Yeah.
But so much faster. So yeah, Pat Will was a favorite one.
Shout out.
Pat Will getting in makes it fun for a guy like Luke Kuechly to get in. Because you can put Pat in, you can put Luke in, and that's what I want. We got to get Luke in. So
he's actually a candidate for next year as well.
we need that.
Yeah, got the full list of the candidates here, including Luke Kuechly, Eli Manning, Earl Thomas, Marshawn Lynch, Adam Vinatieri, Clay Matthews, Terrell Suggs, Joe Staley, Vernon Davis, Aqib Talib, Ryan Khalil, and Marshall Yanda.
Clay Thompson. Clay Matthews is a Hall of Famer.
No, but his daddy is, so he's gonna get in off the fraternity tip.
Man, he was.
I think so.
I was a big fan.
He
of
wasn't.
him,
Nah,
but I
T.
don't
Sizzle
know.
was a much better linebacker than him in his prime. Luke was a much better
don't think
linebacker
so.
than him.
He
either.
might.
You don't think T. Sizzle is a?
No.
I think he should be.
think
He up
from
there in
this
sacks.
list-
He up there in sacks.
So who's
Eli gonna get in off the strength. Luke gonna get in. Adam Vinatieri
Earl
gonna
should get in. Earl won't, but
Earl
he
might not be first ballot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
who do you think is first ballot on this list?
on this list
Luke, Eli,
right
and
now,
Adam Vinatieri.
Luke, Vinatieri, Eli, and honestly, I like a lot of Key, but
got
they're
the
not
most
gonna.
pick sixes, don't
Yeah,
he?
exactly, but they're not gonna give it to him. But I like a lot of Key.
Yeah, I think he got the most pick sixes all time or something like that.
So, but they're not gonna give it to him. But that'd be my my list. But
Vernon up for the Hall.
Vernon's kind of
Vernon. I don't know, man.
Vernon is none of
The
the
Hall are very good.
None of the linemen are. I mean, Joe Staley and Yonda. I know Yonda like off
Yeah.
the tip. Yonda was a hard guard.
Yonda
Yonda
was
was
cool.
a talent.
Yonda was
Yonda
great.
was a great guard when he was in his prime. Like, was definitely the epitome of like a guard.
He was great.
Khalil played center. Staley played tackle. Blocked a lot
What
for
y'all think about Lynch? We ain't really talked about him.
Marshawn. I don't think
I
he gets
don't
in,
know.
man. I don't think Beast Mode gets in. Nah, man.
I don't
think
know. I would have to look at his stats.
I wouldn't put Beast Mode in.
But man, he was great. He
I
was
wouldn't
great,
put
but
Beast Mode in. Nah, I can
don't
name
know.
3 running backs from his era that I would put in before him. LeSean McCoy get in before.
Marshawn, he a 5-time Pro
Yeah,
Bowler.
Shady.
one-time
I like.
All-Pro.
Yeah, you say it again.
Marshawn, a 5-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All Pro, 1-time Super Bowl champ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's his? What's
6-time 1,000-yard rusher.
Well, how many?
85 touchdowns.
How many yards he got in the career?
10 bands.
Yeah, Shady got 11 and I think 2 Super Bowls. So yeah, get him out of there.
What you saying?
Shady
Yeah,
Super Bowls don't really.
But it doesn't matter. Hey,
Chiefs in the Bucks.
Chiefs in the Bucks. Yeah, 2 rings.
He was on a practice squad.
But it's like,
Yeah.
but he's I think at 12,000 or 1,100 yards. Or
Yeah, I
1,100,
respect
he
that.
up
I like
there,
McCoy a lot.
He up there. Yeah, so I put Shady over Marshawn. That's me personally. In terms of
to watch, but like he's the most elusive of all time. But niggas was literally running the opposite. Can I cuss on y'all shit? They can't hear me anyways. Niggas was literally running the opposite way of Marshawn. Like that's diffy, bro. I'm sorry.
At least just from what I'm watching from the skill set piece, like Marshawn Lynch is just Derrick Henry. Like in my world, you can always get another Marshawn Lynch to come in. The shady kind of deal is that Barry Sanders kind of tip, that OJ kind of tip. Like you know what I mean? Like you don't really see that kind of skill set from backs anymore. The game is too violent to kind of do what they do. So those kind of guys you should be putting in the hall. Like the guys I just named, Barry Sanders, OJ, and LeSean McCoy all had the same playing style.
Eli first ballot with his 2 rings?
Yeah, without question, without doubt. Off the GOAT, yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Luke Kuechly.
100% for me, yes.
Yeah, I like Luke Kuechly a lot.
100%.
Like I hope he's first ballot.
100%. He should be
I
first
can see
ballot.
them doing him wrong, but
if
like
the league doesn't put Luke first ballot, the hall is a wash. It's really a wash.
And Adam, of course.
Devin is the greatest returner of all time. But again, like you said, Cordell should also get in
but like when
and show his spros.
That's like because you're not like I wouldn't say you're not good at your position. You have to be good to get in the league. So it's like, but he wasn't like.
But he was the
impact.
best.
Yeah, it's the impact.
He was
though.
the
Like,
best.
I understand what you're saying, but it's the impact though. Like if Devin Hester were just all right, we can get like 3 touchdowns out of you every year, whatever. But like, bro, when you're putting your team in plus territory every time you touch the ball, you're a problem, bro.
You're a problem.
You're like, dog. You putting your
Hall of
guys.
Fame though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, he was
Yeah.
He put fear in people's hearts.
I'm not gonna lie. You
On
gotta
kick
go.
returns.
You gotta go watch back that
did.
Super Bowl.
I loved it. I remember Madden 09 when Favre on it. I was
100 speed. Yeah, killing it. On my mother.
Man, are you serious?
Yeah,
man?
bro. Hester was my guy.
He put fear in people's hearts. That's all I
Maybe
gotta
a little
say.
biased because I'm a Kane. I'm a big Canes fan, so it's the whole Miami tip. But Hester should get in. Speaking of Miami, Andre Johnson got in.
Andre.
Like that's
a W.
another. That's a W. That's a major
have a
W.
single good receiver, quarterback his whole career.
W.
Yeah. I'm proud
That's
of
an
him.
Earl, but Larry Fitzgerald coming too. That's big W.
I don't think he's retired yet.
Really.
I don't think he's like actually like
Technically,
retired.
officially.
Yeah, I don't
Seriously?
think he did.
What?
That'd be crazy. Nah, I don't believe it.
Man, it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, I don't think he's retired.
Kill. But yeah, I think this Hall of Fame class is cool. Everybody in there is solid. At least from our generation, the guys that we watched. The other 2 guys that are in there are from a previous, I won't say previous generation, but just 80s and 90s football, stuff that we wasn't watching. So can't really speak too much on them. But the guys that made it, Freeney, Hester, Andre, you gotta know, Pat, JPP, not JPP, but Julius Peppers.
We ain't talking about Peppers.
Julius Peppers.
That's bro.
He's the prototype, in my opinion. Like, you want 6'6", 290,
That was great.
4'5" defensive ends now. Like, that's the goal, but you're never going to get it. So, yeah, solid Hall of Fame class for sure. I'm digging the Hall of Fame class. It was cool.
Yeah, I actually like this one a
Yeah,
lot.
it was
We
cool.
getting to that age, man.
We get to that age where the guys we watched be dominant players in the league is now getting to the Hall. That Ocho Cinco Hall coming, can't wait for that. Ocho Cinco come for that Hall, yup. And he ain't going to get off the skill. It's going to be off the
Ocho
off
only
the
got like
field.
68 touchdowns.
Exactly,
It's gonna
yeah.
be
He's not going to get in off the play. It's going to be off the
Impact.
off the impact on the other tip, yeah.
All right, so moving on to the last topic when it comes to the NFL, we got a bunch of coaching hires, as you can see going through this list. This is a lot, actually. I'm not going to go through every one of them, but is there anyone that you want to highlight? You have any thoughts on them? Just let me know.
Panthers cleared house.
I like Panthers hired Dave Canales.
Yeah, I do too.
He was the coach for Geno whenever he had the breakout season, and last year for Baker in his breakout season. I don't think Bryce Young is a bust. I think he can be really, really good in this league. He's going to be one of the quarterbacks that really, all quarterbacks depend on their weapons. But he's going to be somebody just with his height. You know what I'm saying? He's going to really, really be dependent on what's around him. But I think Canales can definitely get the most out of him. Cause we just seen that with Baker, who's a really similar skill set in terms of height. And you know what I'm saying, depending more so on accuracy and things of that
That
nature.
scheme, yeah. I think I'm more interested in the Greg Roman to the Chargers signing. That's an interesting one for me, seeing how he's going to work with Harbaugh.
You think Harbaugh gonna make noise in that division with the Chiefs?
with the
That's
Chiefs.
ballsy. I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
that's
'Cause I feel
ballsy.
like a lot of coaches avoid going
They're
to
kind
the
of
AFC
going to
West.
get bumped. Yeah,
'Cause
he's looking for bump. Yeah, he kind of coming through like ready to get on. But I don't really feel like where the Chargers are at as an organization is where they can compete with the Chiefs. I think they got to worry about them Raiders and them Broncos first before they can get to that.
Raiders going, bro. They finna go like 5-11, bro.
Chill. I think Anthony Pierce got them turned up.
I'm tired of theatrics, bro.
Whoa.
The Raiders is 5-11 on the way, bro.
I was still believing in the Raiders.
I like the Raiders a lot with Mad Max. Mad Max really is a leader, bro. He makes
great.
players better. He makes players
Yeah,
better.
I love
Morning is solid.
They still
Rock,
got
you know what
Devontae
I'm
Adams.
saying?
Love Adams, yeah. But
They're great.
Devontae Devontae cool. Like they just don't have a quarterback, and
they won't
5 wins
this year.
And I don't know what the offseason looking like, but I hear someone named Russell Wilson is gonna be in free agency. So I'll make that. You know what I'm saying? I'll make that call. Nah, I think Russ still got a little bit left in the tank, man.
Can they not get a good quarterback? Why is they going through all these bums?
It's because they let Derek Carr go.
They just recycling bums.
But I don't know what the Raiders' issue has nothing to do with actually how the team is structured in terms of like talent. It's all to do with like actual like off the field. I swear, it's never actually anything on the field. You know what you're getting at the Raiders.
I'm starting to question if they really care about greatness. Because like bro, Jimmy G, Derek Carr, and now you finna go after Russell Wilson.
I mean, yeah, they go
it's not easy to get a quarterback though, bro. It's not like
I know, but
they
like
don't grow on trees.
They need to blow it up.
Draft one.
They need to blow it up. Draft.
He decent, but
McConnell's decent, but I mean, I think he's a solid.
Notre Dame, something like that.
And stop getting these free agent quarterbacks, bro. Leave them alone.
Nah, man. I'm thinking that if I'm Russ, I'm going to kick it with the Raiders, bro. But like,
I like that move.
Oh, another good move to me was Mike Zimmer
to the Dallas for DC.
Yeah.
I thought you get consistency. I mean, like you're not gonna get a number 1 defense in the league, but you're gonna get a top 10 defense every single year.
I feel like they need a stern like coach. And I think he's gonna be that.
That is true.
They too swaggy.
Yeah,
we need to be nasty.
Oh,
we need to be.
Y'all be
Micah on this podcast.
Way too much.
We need to be in the dirt.
Cut that
we need
out.
to be dirty.
Yeah, that pod.
Zimmer don't play none of that.
Theatrics. They had Zimmer down at JSU with them boys and you didn't know that?
I didn't know that whole
He was at JSU, yeah. Sanders and them boys. He know nonsense.
I didn't know Dion had. No wonder Mike Zimmer's a tyrant. I love coaches like Mike Zimmer. Like those are the ones that are gonna make you better players.
Yeah,
like, overall,
he's gonna be very stern.
Really
we need that.
Right. But I don't know if that's what the Cowboys need right now. That's my only problem with it. Like, love the name, love the signing, but
it was either gonna be him or Belichick, and it was gonna be Stern. Regardless,
was not gonna be a defense.
It was not gonna go DC work. I would have rather seen him actually kind of do what the Baltimore Ravens did to get a former player like Zach Orr, and have it be like, you know what I'm saying, call up DeMarcus Ware, be like, how you feel about getting on the staff? You know what I'm saying? You've seen how that's working for the Texans.
Or even Sean Lee or something.
You know what I'm saying? Or like a Sean Lee or something. That's what I would have loved to see. Someone that's been through the trials and tribs of like this Dallas Cowboys, the last 25 years of this football journey that y'all been going through. Like, that's what I would have liked to see, because I'm already seeing how that D'Amico stuff is actually genius. To bring in a former player, start off as an assistant, work your way up, and then we're going to give you a gig and get to working. I think that's what Dallas needs. Dallas needs somebody that's been through that can not only relay that to the players, but then bring that swag that also came with being a Dallas Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? The Mike Zimmer signing is like, okay, we got this old school, hard-nosed defensive coach, former coach for the Vikings.
He's a former Cowboys coach.
Former Cowboys coach too, so he got rapport with the organization.
It's like boring. It's like ham and cheese. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little boring. It's cool though. It's gonna get you there. But Dallas, I think we should be over trying to just get us there. That's just me though. I know y'all. I know the city may not agree. I know the Cowboys. Jerry can content getting the bag off of y'all. He don't even care about the rings no more.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is.
So
I like what you're saying. I'm hearing any ideas. I'm taking anything. I don't
like Cowboys Nation is just.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm a Mavericks fan. I'm a Mavericks fan. Full time. Cowboys like my side gig. Now I don't know.
I just don't see how that moves the needle for, especially how the season went and how y'all lost getting smoked by Jordan Love. I don't know how Mike Zimmer solves this problem, but that's just me.
Cowboys like a hobby.
That's really what it is.
Like a part-time job.
Yeah, until they start winning again.
You guys have any final thoughts on the football season, the Super Bowl? Y'all watch that Usher performance?
I'm not finna talk about that.
I've never listened to a song of Usher in my life.
Okay.
I don't know no Usher.
I know no Chicago Bears draft Caleb Williams. Don't make the mistake. That's really all I gotta say.
Oh man, keep Justin Fields.
Don't make a mistake.
Hey, bet. Yeah, put me on some Usher, bro. I don't know no Usher.
You didn't listen to Usher at all?
Nah, bro. I was more like I'm so serious, bro. I didn't listen to no Usher, no R. Kelly. I don't know no R&B boys.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't know no R&B boys.
Moving on to basketball.
8701 into the album. It's a great album.
I wouldn't know.
It's 8701.
I wouldn't know. I think R&B. I think like Michael Jackson.
All right, let's hoop.
Yeah.
Let's get back the ball. Yeah, let's get back the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, going on to basketball. We got the All-Star Weekend is this weekend, but last week we had the trade deadline. A lot of moves went on, but mostly they were just like role players. I can go through some of them. I'm not gonna go through every single one, but Knicks got Alec Burks, Bojan Bogdanovic. Pacers got Buddy Hield. Thunder got
Sixers got Buddy. You said Pacers got Buddy. Sixers.
Oh damn, my bad. Good looks. Sixers got Buddy Hield. Thunder also got Gordon Hayward. And let's see. Wizards traded Daniel Gafford to the Mavs. And the Mavs also got PJ Washington from what's up?
Dinwiddie's a Laker?
Yeah.
Not moved, bro.
Yeah.
He's not doing.
He had a big shot yesterday though.
Yeah,
Y'all don't know.
with the Lakers.
Come playoff time though,
And,
that may be.
Dennis Schroeder went over to the Nets.
Yeah, I'm hip to that.
Pat Bev is on the Bucks now.
Love that. That's a great move.
And Royce O'Neal went over to the Suns.
Again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, from Brooklyn to the Suns. And I mean, I guess those are.
Yeah, I think my favorite move was definitely it's unfortunate Embiid got hurt, but Buddy to the Sixers. I thought he was so much spacing. So I thought that would be nice on me. But now with Embiid hurt, it's kind of like it's a wash. But
It helps though. It helps. Like if he goes in there and just like
The season, I think I said this at the beginning of the year, the season is not a wash for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey is still here. Like,
if Embiid's not there, bro, it's done.
I mean, if Embiid is not there, they was only gonna make the second round anyway with Embiid there. From all I know, so shoot.
Man,
so
but
I'm
you
not
gotta
gonna
look at it
lie.
from
What's the difference?
You got to look at it from the franchise perspective. They still want their ring
They still gonna have a chance to get it if Embiid there or not. In my opinion, what's the difference?
with Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I give it to him.
So you saying the Sixers should build around Tyrese Maxey instead of?
I
Joel
would
Embiid?
give up. I would have gave up Bill around Embiid 2 years ago. It would with knowing what I know now with all these injuries. Yeah, because we can't get over this. This is an inevitable hump. It's gonna happen.
Hindsight's 2020, but like
Yeah,
But like, yes, hindsight
you
is
can't be
2020.
like when he was averaging 30 and 10, be like, I'll trade Embiid. Like that's like.
But
Like literally last
but
night we
imagine
was
what
talking
you can
about him
get
having
for it.
73.
exactly.
Imagine what you
knowing
can
what we
get.
know now,
bro, but like
and
I feel
knowing
like-
he was never gonna
But what
be
you gonna get for
healthy.
Embiid?
I feel like, bro. I feel like
Oh, right now you can't get. I don't think getting anything from Embiid is worth. You can't get Embiid worth much
You
now.
saw that the Sixers tried to inquire about LeBron.
yeah, NBA just so
Cap
different
work.
when it comes to trading stars. Cause like whoever like trades a star is always the loser in the trade.
For
NBA is so different. Like when it comes, it's not like football where it's like, bro, 1 year.
It really do take
You never
1 year.
know, bro. 1 year.
has Embiid shown you that 1 year?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if you seen like the past 20 games before he got hurt. But
He was cooking.
Yeah, he was cooking.
He was
I mean,
cooking.
he's
The
like a
best
mob
player in the
player.
league. But I mean, that's the
Wise
point.
man once said, "Your best ability is availability."
that's true, bro.
That
But you
is
just need you just need 2 months of healthy play.
I'm just saying.
Honestly, you just need 2 months of Embiid's best. Like to be honest.
That's all you need. 2 months. And
Like
he stay healthy
imagine
for
what he
60
did
days.
those last 20 games in April and May.
Yeah, and B, can you stay healthy for 60 days? That's basically all the franchise needs. 60 days.
and he's showing you can't do it every single time, bro. This is madness.
the worst
What are we?
look. I
This
don't
is
know,
insanity. This is literally insanity.
Bro, but
Expecting
like, that's
But like,
a
what do you
different
do?
result from the
That's-
same
that's
thing
what
over
What
and
do
over
you do
again.
as the Sixers at this point though?
We got it. Bro.
Nah, bro, you
you
can't.
can't just be like,
But
oh, we
that's
giving up on Embiid.
That's like Curry. Whenever Curry has ankle problems, the franchise be like, "Yeah, bro, let's just go ahead and watch because he's never gonna get healthy."
But that's a whole. This is a.
How's it different?
I feel
I'm
like
not
that's
comparing
different.
Curry to Embiid,
That's
but I'm
a
just saying-
little. I feel like that's a little different.
you
Like,
can't trade a star,
How is it
bro.
different though?
in my opinion, I feel like when they was having those talks with Curry and wanting to trade him, Curry hadn't even got to that ethos yet. So of course they was gonna have that talk.
Curry's always had ankle problems though. Even in 2015, he was having ankle problems.
Yeah, but when they were talking
think
about
in
wanting to get, like, if you
2016
talking about
he
wanting to
had
get rid of him at that
But
point,
I do see
he's
the
not
point
at, he's
to
not
where
at
it's
his,
like
he's
they
not
already
at his
got
point.
he already got a ring out of that, even with the ankle problems.
That's true.
So it's like, you see what I'm saying though? I don't.
But
At
it's
least for
like,
me, Embiid hasn't shown me enough. I don't care about the rings and not the
In the
rings. Excuse me, the
postseason, yeah.
MVPs
Postseason
and
is not-
the postseason don't move no needles. So you have no rings. Is what I was trying to say. You have no rings to show for it. You just got a bunch of empty buckets
I get what you're saying.
And one MVP.
and
it's
one
like-
MVP.
You can't trade.
But
him.
it's
he
like,
had
what
to-
do you do though? I still don't see
We
trading
can
him.
move so many mountains with
All right, so
Embiid.
realistically,
What?
realistically, what do you get for an MB trade?
Yeah, what do you?
Like,
got?
what-
I
like,
just don't know
would
who you would
for
trade
Embiid?
with.
Who's
I don't know who
willing
got
to
enough
take-
assets
yeah.
for it.
Who's willing to take up Embiid?
That's the problem, right? There's no team with enough assets to get Embiid. So you got to take the best offer. The best offer might be Paul George and a 1 or something like that. That might be the best offer you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like what can you really?
I just don't know what you do if you're the Sixers at this point, man.
There's no offer out there for
What,
it.
we gonna keep trusting this man that we know he can only
you
last
trade-
44 games in a
maybe
year?
Trae Young,
Kyrie,
maybe?
Tim Hardaway, and 5-1.
Like,
There's no.
what do we? But what do you do? What is your perceived solution to this?
You have to just keep playing your
You
best
really
player.
do.
This is crazy.
I'm not gonna
That's the
lie.
best player in the
If I
world.
was the
You're not trading
Sixers
him.
next year, like limit him to, I really would load manage him. Honestly,
Yeah, MVP, All NBA. We're not worried about that. We worried
yeah,
about
I
the
literally
postseason.
just load manage him for the whole season.
Which is what he was doing this season. Granted,
Yeah. You're
Y'all
not wrong. I'm not saying y'all are wrong. I'm just saying, like, at this point, something's got to give, bro. Like, and I was calling this low key. It was no shock to me to find out he tore his meniscus, his Achilles. He could have stubbed his toe walking out the house. I wouldn't have been shocked.
I think he actually got hurt in the postseason having bubble guts. Believe it or not, that was like a thing against the Raptors.
Like, bro, like I
Nothing
can't.
surprises me,
You
bro.
can't expect much out of a guy that can't stay healthy, and it sucks. And I don't want to sound like I'm just throwing a crazy hypothetical out there, but like for real, if I was the Sixers, I would have been giving up on this. I was like, man, we can get a lot. We can get a lot for this guy. Shoot.
Bro, but that a lot isn't gonna do nothing for you.
You don't think
that
so?
a lot isn't gonna get you better than having Embiid? It's
To be
not.
honest.
Maybe.
To be honest,
That a lot. You might get two. You might get one.
I think
guy
that's
that
just, I
can
think
score
that's maybe
17
old
points a
school
game.
basketball thinking, man.
But it's
I
like,
don't know.
yeah, think about it. You trade Embiid, it's like, are you even gonna get somebody that's like better than Tyrese?
Think about it, right?
We not-
Think about it. When
yeah.
they traded AD, AD was averaging probably I think like 28 and something,
Yeah.
and all they got was Lonzo. Lonzo was a good player. They got Brandon Ingram,
In a couple picks.
Kuzma, and then not Kuzma. They kept Kuzma. So Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, Josh Hart, and a couple picks.
Yeah,
Lost
that don't even
Anthony Davis.
that don't even measure up.
Because football,
But I
it move the
mean,
needle.
in transition, you got Zion, and the franchise ain't
But
looking
Zion
too
wasn't a
bad.
part of that though.
I know, but like
That was just Adam Silver blessing him.
I don't think so. I think that's kind of like
that was Adam
the
blessing,
results
bro.
of you trading away your best player. That's the consequences. You eat shit
that
and then you
was-
climb back up.
Conspiracy. That was Braun going to the Lakers and Adam saying we got to make sure the Lakers are straight. So let's go and get AD.
But I don't know, man. At least
Compensate the Pelicans for
the trade deadline at what I perceived it as was kind of like the league is sticking with the guys, and we're going
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
getting better in the margins, trying to get better where they can.
correct.
Like, I like what the Mavs did, small moves. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Mavs. Nah,
Mavs,
those
I think we
those some
won
really good
the
moves.
y'all.
trade
You
deadline.
think y'all want the trade deadline?
Because we're first in defense now.
Uh,
Like, if you see our stats, and I have them pulled up, like,
The boy was ready.
since the trade deadline, we undefeated. We got the number one defense. We got number one net rating, number one rebounds per game, number one blocks per game. We got number two in points per game, and Kyrie and Luka now both top 10 in scoring. So I mean,
scary hours.
honestly, what
The
I want
Clippers,
what
they
I wanna
coming.
say about the Mavs is like this is really foreign to me. Like having a GM that knows exactly what's wrong and plugging in and fixing the holes immediately is crazy. Like we needed like somebody that can play defense. We needed somebody that was big that can be in the paint, and they just got both of that. And just to complement Luka's and Kyrie's game, and
Love that.
it's perfect.
I think what it is that they know they're gonna run into the Clippers, and I know Luka is gonna give them boys belt to ass. It's about to be disgusting. It's not even gonna be fun.
They did amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
not gonna be
the Mavs
fun.
are
It-
really,
we-
really scary come playoff time for any team. Honestly,
We're a whole different team now.
Yeah.
That's all we needed. That's literally it.
yeah.
These were like the
'cause
perfect. PJ's doing everything we wanted Grant Williams to be.
Yeah.
Facts,
And we
which
needed
is crazy.
And we needed a backup center.
Like if you would have told me that PJ was gonna be everything Grant Williams was supposed to be for y'all,
I didn't believe-
I wouldn't believe you.
Before the season
I would've
started, I didn't know
called
we won.
cap.
I didn't know
would've
PJ was a good pick.
man.
But
shoot.
PJ, man, shout out to PJ. Real Texas, real Fort Worth.
Oh my god!
Nah, not Fort Worth, but
Shout out forward.
but man, shout out to PJ. He really stepped up, and the Mavs love him. I've seen Mavs Twitter, but they go crazy over PJ. We going crazy over PJ like we was going crazy over Lively. Like man,
PJ pickup was
PJ's locking
that
down.
P.
People,
Wash was a good pickup.
bro.
both of them was great. I'm
Really
gonna
good
be
pick.
I
honest.
wish I
Both of
had the
them was
J
great.
Dub stats, cause man, when J Dub came from with the Thunder, he got locked up. He was balling all the way up until he got to the Mavs.
I seen that. It was like he had like 30 points against the other teams, and then against the Mavs, he only had like 9.
Nah, yeah. But shout out to PJ. That's all we needed, man. This is a scary team, and I'm happy to be a part of this.
Where do you think they're gonna finish?
Man, I want to go to the finals, but I don't know But realistically, I'm saying the conference championship.
Yeah,
but I want to go to distance, man. I like this team a lot.
Hey,
we got all the pieces.
I want to see Dallas in the finals so I could go to the finals game.
But Lively's just a little young, man. But I don't know.
Yeah, that would be crazy going to the finals with Lively as your like starting center.
Rookie. Yeah, he's just a little too young. So I'm saying West conference finals, but it's
I don't think y'all finals ready. I think y'all
I don't think
WCF.
So but I want
WCF
ring.
is
But
definitely attainable.
It's definitely in the table. It just really depends on how hard the rest of the West go. The West is still
because Luka could play out of his
the
mind.
West is nasty.
The West is still
because like the Warriors is picking it up
fest.
now. The Warriors picking it up. The Lakers like 6-1 in
I
any
still got
last.
Timberwolves in the finals.
Yeah, the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves in the finals.
OKC.
And we trust.
I actually got the clip hitting it off.
Bro, Timberwolves
I got the clip making.
Oh, you got the
They
Clippers.
match up
The Nuggets are
everybody.
still in this. Man, it's a lot.
Making it.
Timberwolves
I
match
think
up
the
with
clip.
every single team.
I just think the clip got the motivation after James was getting dragged by the media. Y'all done assembled all of this to get out that LA shadow. It feels like it's the year you got 3 Hall of Famers starting.
But I feel like there's been multiple years where we thought, oh, this might be the Clippers' year.
Yeah, I know. That's I know, bro.
Yeah,
and it never works out. I'm hoping this is not the. I'm hoping this is we riding this ship finally. I'm thinking it's Clips, man. I'm thinking the Clips gonna get them out the West. But the West is a slugfest.
I haven't seen anything that really just deterred me from the fact that the Nuggets might just turn it on and just go right back to the finals. Like I don't see anything.
I'm looking at the Nuggets.
The Clippers are pretty scary.
Nah, I think no. I actually would disagree. I'm kind of with Mark on this one. I think the Wolves give them boys hell.
The Wolves
for
match up with
real.
every single
They
team.
will, yeah. And
West.
if they bump in,
They can
into each
but
other,
it's like
if they bump into each other in a second round type of thing, or if they go WCF, I don't know if I like the Nuggets in 7. It's a little Ant gonna give them work, and they don't got an answer for Ant. And if everybody stay healthy, Cat stay healthy.
But they got an answer for Jokic?
You got 2 bodies or 3 bodies still. You got Nas Reed, you got Cat, and you got Gobert.
I mean, that's
I'm not saying
that's
that, like,
great and
Cat's
all,
gonna
but
guard
like,
him, I'm saying you got bodies to throw at him. That's
is
more
true.
than what enough other teams can say. And then you got the wings to match up. You got Ant who can guard. You got Jaden
McDaniels is nice.
You know what I'm saying? They match up.
I think more than anything, for me to put the Nuggets over, I'm gonna have to see more of that supporting cast on Jokic work. And I know Jokic has an exceptional supporting cast. And boys is ball players.
And he makes them better too.
But he makes them better. But like, I'm gonna need to see them get better just on their own, and have to see that kind of start oozing out to how they play. Because
I still think it's possible anyway.
for me, like Jamal Murray, if Jamal Murray takes that next step and starts playing like that top 5 2 guard. Then I don't know about the Wolves.
That's what I'm saying.
Then I don't
Like
know
the
about the
greatest
Wolves. You know what I'm saying?
point
But like right now, me just watching ball right now, I think the
yeah,
Wolves
that's
give
the
them
thing.
hell.
You got to wait till like playoffs because Jamal Murray right now, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like he coasting.
In the playoffs, he turned into a beat. I think he had like the greatest point guard finals. Like he was like averaging like
27 and like 9 or 10 or something.
well, like
that.
I think he broke like Steph Curry records with threes and
Damn.
something crazy. He was shooting like 60% from 3. It was like something odd, like God, like something like that.
This gonna be a great playoffs.
yeah,
we
especially
went.
for the West.
All-Star break is always funny to me because it's always like after Valentine's Day, and I know it's really just a money grab for the NBA to get everybody right as we get ready for the playoff push.
Yeah.
So it's always a cool little like it's almost like Gatorade break.
It's like a reset. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
get a little Gatorade break, but you know, like April, May, litty.
gotta really see the
Oh,
start.
it's so litty. It's like pre-playoff time, and that's like really some of the best basketball you start seeing when it comes down to that playoff push. Because when it's playoff time, it's like full pedal to the metal. Like especially now, the last 2 years of basketball, playoff basketball has been some of the best sports, really. So I think now we're gonna get to an era where like the West, especially, is gonna be a duel. And I can't wait for plans. I cannot wait for plans. Plans are going to tell me a lot about a lot of teams, honestly.
That is true because
play-ins
there's a
are gonna
lot of
tell me a
teams that's like on that bubble, especially the West.
Especially on the West.
Like Lakers and Warriors and even Mavs are in that play-in bubble, like to where it's like okay, they can still give a run for their money to the top teams in the West.
Correct, yeah.
So
I think
that's gonna be really.
I think even though, like for example, I think even though the Warriors, I feel like they're a little average. I still think in terms of like when they get to that playoff push, if they make it into any sort of playoff talk, we gotta start looking. The East is pretty solidified in my opinion.
The Cavs are surprising me.
No,
the
no movement at all. Donovan Mitchell does not move me. Donovan
The
Mitchell
Cavs
moves
are
you.
weird,
You are being
surprising.
fooled. You are being
they've been
fooled.
on a good winning streak though.
happens to it.
All right, cool.
You are being fooled, bamboozled. Donovan Mitchell does not move me. Cavs don't move me.
Man, this record is.
But
very
speaking of
surprising.
like teams being good, on the opposite end, we got the Bucks. Ever since Doc Rivers been hired, they've been 3-6 in their last.
Called
Not,
it.
4-6. 4-6 in their last 10 games.
Called it.
Do you think that's just like should I say like growing pains, or is it just
They got like
the
an
state of the
Identity crisis.
Yeah, they got an
like I
identity
said.
crisis. It's like I feel like when I watched like my first Bucks game, which sounds real casually, and it seemed like it's like Giannis is still Giannis. Giannis is still a top 3 player, so it's like he gonna do his. But it's like Dame almost don't know where he fit in. Like he don't know when to take shots, when not to take shots, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. Which I mean, I guess is understood because like you on a team now that has championship pedigree, so like you don't have
To have a
championship
ball
pedigree.
dominant
You
player.
don't
So
know
you
what
don't
that
know.
means.
First time playing
It's
with
like,
a
you know
ball
what I'm
dominant
saying?
player your
Like-
whole career, like a true one.
Yeah, you with a whole bunch of champions. So it's like you don't want to step on anybody's foot where you like, I'm gonna start taking 15 threes a game or whatever I was doing in Portland. Cause then guys gonna be like, man, that's not really championship ball. You feel me? Like it's not how we won. When we was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that almost I feel like takes away what Dame is so good at. And it's like he's like now, I feel like a lot of times he's hesitating on threes. Times where he's supposed to shoot where he would have shot Portland from 40. So he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But
That's facts.
which is, it's kind of sucks. I think they could still be a good duo. This year it might be a little tough because I mean we're pretty late in the season.
Yeah.
And the East, I ain't gonna lie, the East kind of weak. I mean, besides like Boston,
We know who
it's
coming
kinda
up.
like,
we know who coming. We
they
know.
still have a pretty.
we
good
know who
chance
coming
to
out the East.
Still somehow
Yeah.
find their way in the Eastern Conference Finals.
We know
Somehow,
who coming out the East.
as long as with
man.
Embiid being out, they can still somehow make their way there. But it's gonna be a little different. Like they need a new coach next year for sure.
But like I
Or
said,
maybe an off season with Doc. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's tough to coach in the middle of the
I'm not
season.
surprised that this is their record at this point with Doc.
It's
'Cause
tough to coach
I
in the middle of
said,
the year, though.
What does Doc do for this team?
So disgusting.
That would have made him better from like y'all was better off moving up an assistant. I swear to God. Because at least he would have understand the system. Told them boys just go hoop. At the end of the day, I understand it don't work like how I work in Boston, but in reality, Doc Rivers coming to this equation, I just feel it's just kind of like
I don't think the problem is system though. I think the problem is like
more inconsistency.
these guys not knowing their roles. I feel like that's more so the problem than
The
anything.
issue I have with that though is again like I've literally watched the Bucks start the season, didn't know what they're doing, figure it out, then lose it a little bit, which is fair. Brand new team, y'all trying to, which is fair. It kind of go back to if y'all would just ride the ship and kind of just go through some of those growing pains.
Because Giannis ain't never played with a guy that can like
Thank you.
go for 40 or
For
something like
real, Giannis has never had this kind of like dynamite player next to him. It's really always going to be
that. Drew
him.
was always kind of off ball. Where it's like I get mine whenever I get the
And
chance.
for me, Drew's more on the defensive tip. I really was never looking for Drew. I was looking for Chris to go off on before I was looking for Drew, and that's just me. But like,
I like that Pat Bev signing, but
it's a good signing. I think
in terms of intensity, like kind of like a coach on the bench.
I think it helps a lot too when Dame is lacking on defense a lot. We can call Pat to be like, "Hey, come on." And I'm not saying Pat is gonna be crazy on the defensive tip at this
provides a
age,
little more, though.
but he provides so much
provides
more.
a
than,
lot of energy,
Yeah, he
you know,
provides a
yeah.
lot more. So much more than what Dame kind of brings right now. I won't say Dame is a bad defender, but
and that's at least more than what
Yeah.
Campaign was bringing.
true. Yeah, same thing with Cam. Like it's just, I don't know.
Campaign was the backup, right?
Yeah, campaign.
Yeah,
I just don't
And
know
he got traded over
what
to
I don't know
the Sixers.
what Doc was supposed to do with this signing. I don't know what the Bucks were supposed to do with Doc signing. Excuse me. And
I want to know what their vision was.
I really do. I would
But it was
really
no
like to
other
know the
answer.
insight
That's
to
the
that.
thing, bro. It's
Yeah.
like,
What was because I don't have any answers to it.
Fire the coach mid-season was crazy. Like within like
Yes,
3 months.
facts.
Yeah.
Something bad had to have happened. But if it was just Giannis not liking dude, then I mean, bro.
I mean, you see how they moving. This
It had
is
to be that- it
Giannis's
had to be
roster.
like the whole
Yeah.
team or something. I
This
don't
is
know.
right. This
They had
is
to carry
Giannis's
should've kept
team.
Bud. I ain't gonna lie to
Because
you.
even them signing Pat Bev sound like a move. Giannis would be like, yes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so this is Giannis's team. But at the same, like in the same sense of it, it's like as an organization, y'all didn't get to this ring, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got this ring because y'all built this. You know what I mean?
in defense too.
In defense too. So keep that tradition going.
They probably gonna sign what's buddy name? PJ. He probably finna get cut. They probably
Oh,
gonna
PJ Tucker.
bring him back in. I don't think that does anything, but I just small nugget. They gonna
I mean,
probably bring him back in.
Didn't they find him like earlier today?
Yeah, for like publicly requested a trade.
You can get fined for that?
Yeah.
He did it on
He-
Twitter?
Like he posted
From my
something on his
understanding.
story.
Oh,
Something
okay.
like that.
Kill. But the Doc Rivers sign is nonsensical, man. It's not serious. It doesn't show us wanting to go get a ring. This man is like he's a winner, but like he's not the winner that we need right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a winner, but he's a winner that won in his glory days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let him finish out his career. Like, I didn't even know Doc Rivers was still eager to coach up until y'all were telling me he was doing job pitches on podcasts. Like, I didn't even know any of this.
He was on the what's it called? Calling Lakers game, talking about
what
I would have done.
You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know, just not moved by it. But that's kind of where we're at right now. And the Bucks, I think this All-Star break is going to be good time for the Bucks, in my opinion. Go get a lot of time to kind of regroup, rejuvenate. Because now you're going to spend some more time with Doc outside of the basketball tip, just practicing, doing what teams do and stuff like that. And that should get them better as we push towards
I do think a full
spring
offseason
basketball.
would be something that would like...
A full offseason would be better, for sure, but I think the All-Star break is what's going to have to be our offseason. Because we decided to fire our coach mid-season. That's going to have to be our offseason to get this right.
Well, speaking of All-Stars, we got the roster here. I'm gonna name going down from the West. So we got Luka. Man, can I zoom in? Luka, KD, SGA, LeBron, and Jokic are the starters. And on the bench we got Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, PG, Kawhi, and Karl Anthony Towns. And then going to the East, we got, if it'll let me do it, Giannis as the starter, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Damian Lillard, and Jason Tatum are all the starters. Bam Adebayo, Paulo Banchero, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, and Julius Randle are the reserves. And then we got Trae Young and Scotty Barnes are replacements for Julius Randle and Joel Embiid.
Trey's replacing Julius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought they violated Trae.
Low key.
Honestly, he should have made the team like initially.
Yeah, that's really 28 and 10. Like, that's insane.
Nobody's moved.
But I'm not moved.
Nobody's
You're
moved.
not moved. Like, it's not just me.
All right, wait till y'all see him with Wemby. Wemby. Now
Wait to see him next year in San Antonio,
Whatever,
man.
then y'all be
bro.
moved.
I guess.
But
You think there's anybody else that could have been snubbed? I'd say there was no Kings players on the team.
I don't think
either De'Aaron Fox or
I don't think
Sabonis.
don't nobody want to see Sabonis in the
I don't think. I don't think
But I mean,
I think he
I'd see him over Cat.
Bro, I don't want to
my
see
humble
Sabonis.
opinion, I see him over Cat.
Bro, I do not want to
I
see
agree.
Sabonis.
I agree.
If we just
You
rate
just
it out,
I hate it. You
I'm
just
just-
hate Cat actually.
I
if
don't
we
know.
just
man.
rate out
Wow.
how good the players are, I feel like Sabonis has made more of an impact to the Kings than Cat has on the Timberwolves.
Cap.
You brief for real. Though.
That's
You wanna
not
watch,
real.
Like Sabonis in the All-Star game.
Come on.
Bro, if I'm just naming,
Did you enjoy watching Sabonis last year in the playoffs?
Like, come on. That's cap. That's cap.
But like, I
Instant
get what you're
cap.
saying from an enjoyment standpoint. But like, if we naming the 24 best players in the league, I would put Sabonis
Over a Cat?
over Cat. Yeah,
Yikes.
I agree.
Disagree.
Man, wow.
I like that. I like that take.
yeah, I'll definitely put Sabonis over Cat. That's
This is
probably
a nasty
my
one.
I like that.
I don't really see no snubs.
I think this is
Yeah,
a
I think this is a solid
good one.
list.
This is good. I have no complaints about this.
I would probably-
everybody
Trey
where
should
they
have got
should
in
be.
off the rip, but I mean,
Maybe something about the starters.
I don't
maybe?
mind Trey not getting in because I'm not moved by 28 and 10.
Yeah, starters. I mean, Jalen Brunson should have been the starter.
Yeah,
Jalen should have
people
been
say
starter.
Dame shouldn't have been in, but
I think
was
Trey
like,
should have got in over Maxey.
Dame should have got in, but
Trey should have got in over Maxey.
Yeah.
Nah, maybe because I say Maxey in there because of record.
you know what's crazy? I say
Rex
Trey
is
should have
big.
got in over
You
Donovan
imagine Trey
Mitchell.
with Embiid?
I
Bro,
say
come
that
on now.
though. I actually will say that though. Trey should have got in over Donovan Mitchell.
But you just hating on him because of the playoffs. It's a
yeah.
regular season. thing.
exactly. That's
D-Mitch
the-
having one of his best seasons.
D-Mitch, the Cavs are kinda-
but it doesn't matter to
Cavs
me.
are-
D-Mitch can do 35 and 15, and I can depend on him to blow it every
Donovan
time.
doing
Playoff
it
time.
though.
Bro, every
That's
time
really-
come playoff time, he gonna blow it.
Trey should have got in over Dame.
Oh, Trey over Dame.
People said Dame shouldn't be a starter.
I understand. Well,
I mean, like,
people saying
I
that, but
see Dame not being the starter.
Nah. James should be a starter. He's one of the best 25, and he should start. Yeah.
Based off of this year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm not putting him over.
It's
Jalen
not a
Brunson.
legacy award, bro. He not bro.
Yeah.
He not a legacy act. Come on, dog.
You think it's more legacy? Because I don't think he's had a bad year. It just
I
hasn't
mean, I
been
feel like
OD.
it is.
It just hasn't
But
been.
he's shooting like
I
37.
feel like
I think
he
he's
got
shooting the worst
start-
on his team, like for 3 or something like god awful like that. He's shooting like 10.
37 is crazy from Dame.
Yeah, he's
Something like
not
god-awful.
doing great.
Damn.
Especially lately. I think ever since he's been announced, his stats been down too.
I ain't gonna lie, that divorce probably weighing on it too. I forgot about that. Getting divorced.
Crush,
Oh,
crush,
yeah.
crush,
He's
crush.
supposed to be in MIA.
Crush,
Bro, you
crush,
go from Milwaukee
crush.
to Miami, bro.
Shit, man.
Hamdulillah.
Bro, you go from Portland, you spent the
You
Miami.
said
Inshallah.
what?
What shit, baddie?
I think that was like
They've been married. They've been
for a long time.
Why you? I don't know.
It was a high school sweetheart type.
Yeah.
But like you feel me though.
Bruh, like what? Well, she
But you
bad,
in
though.
Milwaukee, it's not like Miami.
Yeah, when you plan to go to like Milwaukee and then.
I mean, he played in Portland, so it can't get any
But
worse.
like when you plan to go to Milwaukee, yeah, you want to go to Miami.
Miami is way
Every
better.
time I get on Miami talk, it get crazy. But like
Miami's a way better place to get
You know, you
divorced.
start
I
seeing
don't know.
them Miami
You
lights
seen
is a
how
little
you seen
different.
how Miami did them the other day? They
Nah.
bitched him out by like 20 something.
yeah, that's crazy.
20 or 30
I'll be sick.
Golly.
They didn't.
The
They
Bucks
Bro, I
are
ain't
in
gonna lie,
shambles,
I'll
bro. I'm not
leave-
gonna
hey,
lie
bro,
to you.
I'll
I'm not
leave
moved by the Bucks, man.
A crazy
Boys.
voicemail cussing out Joe Cronin every single day for the rest of my life. Bro, for trading me to Milwaukee rather than like when I asked to go to the Heat.
He did.
Every
He said
single
New
day.
York or Miami, one of the two.
Every single day for the rest of my life. I'll be sending him like I'll be egging his crib. A whole bunch of nonsense.
Man. But for the last topic for basketball, we can give I suggest the idea we could give mid-season awards for MVP, DPOY, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man, Most Improved, or Coach of the Year. We can start with MVP. Honestly, taking Joel Embiid out of the
He shouldn't get it anyway.
because it's like he's not gonna make that 65
He not
game.
gonna get it.
Give it to him.
I think it's
Bump
gonna
that.
be the SGA.
I'm calling.
It should be Luka.
Nah,
Hey,
I think
Luka.
it's crazy. SGA, bro.
you know what's
Luka
crazy?
has stats.
You know
Luka
what-
has better stats.
You
at
know
the,
what's
at the
crazy?
7th or 8th seed. You know what I mean? Like,
You
But we just destroyed the Thunder. The Mavs are gonna turn it around.
Y'all
man.
not seeing it though.
think about it like this, bro.
Y'all
I'ma
not
be honest,
seeing
you
it
take-
though.
You take Luka off the Mavs, you still have Kyrie and all the pieces that are there. You take SGA off the Thunder, you got Chet, sure, but he's a rookie. And then you got like who? Jalen
Bro, I
Williams,
ain't
who
gonna lie,
just
though.
became good.
Like Luka been putting these numbers like before Kyrie was even there. I mean, not these exact
I get
numbers.
what
but
you're
ballpark.
saying. I get
Luka's
what you're
been-
saying, but if we judging it off this season, I would put SGA over Luka slightly. Though. Very, very.
That's a
slightly.
nasty take. I think all y'all
Luka's
wrong. We're
numbers
giving it to
was
Jokic
crazy.
again.
You giving it to Jokic again?
Again.
That's a good one.
It's
During Black History Month?
Man,
That's a good one.
Gotta let it rock, bro.
That's
Just
actually
got
the
to
best
let
take,
it
really.
rock, man.
Because Jokic's number one
But it's
right
like
now.
the thing is,
man.
it's crazy to
Give it to him again.
I see why you give it to Jokic, but it's just funny because it's like I feel like this season he's doing worse than when he won.
Of
MVP.
course, which is funny, right? But his team is playing just as good. At least nothing looks different from when I watch him.
I mean, nothing really looks different.
Nothing looks
I mean,
different
it's
from what
just
I watch
Same
him.
old, same old.
Bro,
It's-
he's
yeah.
the system, bro. He just
He really is the system, the epitome of consistency. Like,
Yeah.
like just let him work. Let him
Get
let
the
him
ball cut to the basket.
like, and he will figure everything else out. Rather, he will score or dish it off to his mans. So I don't know. I think MVP. It really is that. If we took you away from your team, and if the league didn't have you, where would you be? The Nuggets got the best player, man. That got that MVP rank and proven MVP too. This won't be the first rodeo.
It is a proven MVP.
So yeah, I like the SGA take. The SGA take is cool. I think the league may hate Luka because I've
seen
I
so.
mean,
it
I'm
seems
not
like
gonna lie,
the league is over the Luka madness. I don't know.
I feel like if Luka
he should be
takes
first.
his team like they're the 7th seed now, like move them up to like 4th, 3rd, something like that.
How many?
then-
I think they're not even that many games behind.
They're not that many
They're
games
like
behind.
5 and
Yeah,
a
the
half.
West all like
Yeah, the West is
Yeah,
all
they're
jumbled
like
up,
5
so
and a
they
half
could,
and
three
behind.
they could
games.
definitely
Like,
do
wow.
that. So you give Luka,
But that's what I'm saying though. Like,
give Luka some wins and him still averaging like.
if
30,
they not
34.
watching the same, if they see all the West teams is all close, they should be ranking all the MVPs that are coming out the West in the same.
But like if you think about it, like
Same
since
range.
the West is so close, and I feel like the MVP race is also close,
Close,
too.
hell yeah.
So it's like you kind of got to factor in. Okay, this team has a better record.
Yeah, because no like
Yeah.
clear front runner this year.
Embiid really getting hurt kind of made it made it wide open. I'm
He's
not
gonna
gonna
go
lie,
back to back.
because he was really gonna go back to back, but that injury kind of opened the floodgates for the race, and now it really feels like it can be anybody's ball game. And I don't really see anybody but Jokic. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna just say Jason Tatum, the best MVP candidate in the East. 100%.
What about number 11 in NY?
Jalen Brunson,
Yeah,
And boy, dog. Let's talk about it.
bro.
I'm
The
playing, I'm
Celtics
talking.
are first by a long shot though.
Nah, he dark horse.
I want to say that, but out the East, I don't know, bro. I kind of
I
like
mean,
Donovan
you
Mitchell
gonna put-
playing
you
the
gonna
better.
put Giannis over
No, I was gonna say
JT?
Donovan Mitchell actually going harder than
Giannis, I ain't
JT.
gonna lie to you,
And
Giannis-
Giannis not bad either, but like
I mean-
JT's a lot of bias. I was gonna say it too. You notice how everybody was quiet when you said
But
that.
it's like, I mean, I get it is biased because I'm a Celtics fan. But like, what's the argument against it though?
I like it, but it's just Donovan Mitchell.
I just don't be moved, bro.
Yeah,
But what's the argument?
I'm just not moved enough. Like y'all,
somebody else.
and that's, you know what's funny? Like I said, y'all gonna be the team that come out the East and go to that finals, and I don't feel like it's gonna matter, bro. Like it's not. But anyway, yeah.
Hey, chasing the chip anyway. He was the finals MVP.
Who y'all got for DPOY?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. My DPOY and Rookie of the Year is the same man. It is Victor Wembanyama.
Facts.
Facts. That is crazy.
The triple dub with blocks.
blocks.
That did it for me.
Yeah,
He can do quad dubs. He's quad dub possible.
Yeah,
Nah,
the
that's
scary part about him, bro. This is the worst he's gonna be his entire career.
Yup.
I mean, obviously before he gets old, but I'm talking about from now to
Yeah.
year like 10.
He's only getting better.
This is gonna be the worst he is.
It is really.
He hasn't even hit his
mean,
prime yet. That's the
you
scary
got players like Rudy and AD doing great, but it's like, dang. I mean, I feel like I don't see the NBA giving it to Wemby, but it's you gotta look into the fact that he's like literally their defense. That's all it is. And he can defend the perimeter pretty
There's
well.
no other real defenders on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously good defenders, but not.
You
like,
give it to AD. You give it to AD.
AD is crazy, bro.
AD been moving me in terms of
AD
his
one of them
position
dudes-
flexibility.
Yeah.
Well, I
AD
feel like
almost-
he's taking a step back in defense just a bit.
I feel like
Taking a step back?
AD
Yeah,
almost
just a
like
bit.
his like Draymond type vibe, where it's not gonna show up on the stat sheet. But he like,
okay,
but
that's
he
probably what I'm
negates
saying.
so much, bro. Like so
Yeah.
much
Okay.
like stuff at the rim where guys like
Just
at
his
least
presence there.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like
Tight.
Brunson when we played them, but there was so many shots Brunson would normally take, like you know what I'm saying, like little fadeaways, like 15 feet away from the basket.
Turnarounds and
where he
stuff.
couldn't do it because and AD's just there. It's not gonna show up on the stat sheet, but
I was thinking y'all was saying because like his position flexibility in terms of like defensively is amazing.
Now, he a
I mean,
beast,
that
though.
also,
He
yeah,
can
amazing.
guard one
Yeah,
sometimes.
he can. Yeah, I've seen him do it.
beast.
Yeah. So yeah,
But yeah, that's my. I got the same man for both.
my rookie of the year. I know I want Chet, bro.
Bro,
it's
I ain't
not.
gonna lie.
No.
If he win defensive player of the year, if Wemby win defensive player of the year, it's gonna be.
Bro. Yeah, it's gonna
Wemby
be. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
RQY too. I mean,
I think he
RQY.
got it.
Nah, yeah.
I would like
it's
Chet to get
I
that
don't
rookie,
know.
but it's
Don't
not.
all about
Chet,
lots.
Chet is doing great. Trust me, but like
It's all but luck, bro.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller hooping though.
Brandon Miller turned that up on the back end. You was right about that. You called that, yeah. Brandon Miller
it out.
turned
You
it up.
called
Yeah, Brandon Miller
Oh
kind of
yeah, I
turned
was
that
telling
up.
you about that. He was garbage in fantasy, but I like just wait.
Man,
Yeah, he
he's,
kinda
he's
turned it
paying
up.
off.
He-
He's
he-
paying
he
off.
going
Yeah,
crazy.
Brandon Miller,
He's
nice.
going crazy.
Golly.
Yeah, rookie of the year, I feel like it's Wemby pretty much locked. 6 man of the year.
Yeah, what'd you do for 6 man?
I don't even know who needs 6 man. Bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably like
Six-
Tyler Hero or some shit. Like I don't,
Tyler started up.
I don't even know. I sound super casual. I really.
don't know,
probably
Tim-
Russ.
Tim
Probably Russ. if anything.
Russ?
Tim Hardaway. I mean,
Tim
probably
is,
be
I thought
Russ.
Tim started for y'all.
No.
no,
I think not y'all three.
Bro, off the strength of like a legacy.
Who's y'all
award.
three?
Is it Josh Green?
Josh Green. Josh Green. I feel like y'all be changing y'all lineups a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
it be
I
it be
didn't know
going
he'd be-
everywhere,
I
bro.
didn't know
I
he'd
feel
be-
like
I didn't know
Tim
he'd be
Hardaway
6
is
man
like
eligible.
the 6 man type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not.
I didn't know he was.
starter.
I
He's
thought he
not
was
a
starter. I
starter.
didn't know he. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say probably like
yeah.
Tim Hardaway
I just-
or
Let me see.
Hey, Hez, you know what to do, bro. Show them that 6 man list. 'Cause I don't even know what that 6 man list look like.
I
All right,
don't
so
know.
we got that was last year or is this year?
Let's see.
What's we
Best
doing,
6
bro?
man in the league.
Oh, here it go. We got Hardaway,
Okay.
Bogdanovich, Malik Monk,
Okay. Oh, Malik Monk should get it.
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk is
Norman
tough.
Powell,
Norman Powell, cool. I like Norman Powell for the Clippers. He cool.
and Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson is a good one.
give it-
but
I-
I don't
give
think
Malik.
that's-
give it to Malik.
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 Oh, Tim Hardaway is really up
Tim
there.
is up there too, but Malik. I
probably
like
give it to
Malik.
Tim. I'm not gonna lie.
Jordan
I'll give it to Tim.
Clarkson.
What about most improved? Most improved. We got Kobe White been hooping.
Kobe White. Yeah, I feel like
Kobe White
That
been
might be
hooping.
his for a lock. I ain't gonna lie to you. He averaging like 19 now.
And what was he
You know
last
what's-
year? Like
yesterday-
under 10?
Yeah, yesterday he
Hey,
scored like
I actually
37,
like
think.
bruh from Houston. What's young bull?
Sengun?
Sengun and Brody too. Jalen.
Jalen
Jalen
Green?
Green might be
Yeah.
one of the worst.
I like Jalen Green. I like Jalen Green.
I ain't gonna lie, like I'm like dragging it. Like I think he's like,
Maxey
Nah.
is a front runner.
Maxey the
Maxey,
first runner though.
yeah, I'll
Okay.
say-
And Sengun.
I feel like,
I like
Max, the
Sengun.
thing is with
Cam
Maxey
Thomas.
was
I
like,
like Sengun
all right,
a lot.
I feel like I kind of seen it last year. Like I seen it coming.
yeah, it was just opportunity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
To where like you
Maxey
feel like
has-
he kind of arrived last year already.
Yeah, like I seen it
Like
coming. He was just
opportunity.
behind James Harden.
Correct. Yeah.
They got
James
Kobe
Sexton.
White pretty high.
Yeah, I'll say Kobe White.
Bro, he
Kobe
averaged,
White,
like,
he
went from,
doing
like,
20
scoring,
plus.
like 9 to,
Yeah,
like 19.
he doing 20
Yesterday
plus.
he scored 33, 37, I think, something like that.
He's an impact on defense. He's one of the two-way guys right now. Like he's really changing how they treat two-way guys a little bit to where he could be so impactful on defense, but then on offense, he don't really you don't see him doing too much. You don't see him cutting to the basket a lot, but you need him to snipe on you and get you one. So I like the way he kind of doing that. He doing 3-and-D a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a different kind of 2-way 3-and-D in the way he plays. He doesn't do it like the traditional. When you think like 3-and-D, you think a traditional type of ball player. He's not that. Like, he's giving you a lot more than just three-pointers. He's cutting to the basket. He's helping on screens, stuff like that. So I like Cody, but in my opinion, Maxey probably will win it. He probably will win it. Yeah, if they're considering him for it, he probably will win it.
Average like with 25 or something like that.
25.
He probably will win it.
But like, what did he average last year? Like 22.
Yeah, he probably will win it, but he shouldn't even be considered. I would give Şengün it personally for me.
Şengün, I like Şengün was nice. I feel like a lot of these like
Şengün too. You think he kind of arrived last year?
Maxey and Şengün, like both of them, it's like we kind of seen this.
You kind of see it coming.
But I don't know how much that factors into the most improved. Like, I feel like Kobe White, I ain't seen that coming. Yeah. So that's why I'm more shocked by it, and that's why I put him there. So I don't know how much. I
don't think us seeing it coming matters per se. I guess just improvement or the impact bubble got to be popped. I don't know. That's actually a good point. I don't know. Because I do agree, because I can say, like, Cody White kind of hit me with nowhere with this one. Him being such an impact on both sides.
LeBron going from, like, 20 his first year to, like, 28 the next year. Are you going to give him most improved?
Yeah, it's like, because you kind of knew, like,
yeah, we knew it was coming, but,
you can't go under 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only up from here type.
But Maxey having a 50-point game.
Maxey averaging 26.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Maxey.
He went from 20 to 26.
They're going to give it to Maxey.
I was not expecting him.
But again,
he doubled his assists.
Okay.
And then went up 6 points.
What's his field goal percentage looking like since last year to this year?
45%. This is good for a guard.
Okay.
Not bad.
He's done really good.
Yeah.
But after we seen it coming, that's a good point.
What would you do for coach of the year?
I'm not going to hold you, bro.
Probably Mike Malone.
Mike Malone got probably spiked that hoe.
Yeah.
I
don't see nobody else.
I don't know who else would get it, man. Shoot.
Give it the Thunder coach?
I feel like that's more organization. They GM probably should get GM of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that's not really on the coach. That's more on the GM running the game, how he run it. I love the Thunder GM. He been through it all, bro. Understand adversity at his highest level. He one of the ones. But coach of the year, I think Malone probably would be the one. He's probably the most unanimous. I don't mind y'all boy getting it too. I like that. Yeah, I don't mind Mazzulla getting some love for that. I think Mazzulla has done a great, because I know that situation must have been a whirlwind to inherit, and you got all these diamonds, and you got to find a way to keep them all shining, and you know the Celtics demand excellence at all times. So it's like, yeah, I like Mazzulla, and I think he's handled himself really well as head coach. Almost feels like he was born to do this, like he was going to be the Celtics head coach regardless of what's going to happen.
I'm looking at the front runners right now.
Who's front runners?
They got like Chris Finch, Mark,
Minnesota guy. Chris Finch?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Finch?
Yeah.
He's Minnesota?
And
I can see it.
Let's see, Chris Finch. Bickerstaff is hard. JB Bickerstaff, Ty Lue in there. Like I said, Mazzulla in there.
In the mix.
Tibb is in there.
Tibbs is in the mix.
Nick Nurse in the small mix in there.
Nick Nurse is in the mix?
Yeah, in the small mix, but plus 1,000. So he in there, but it's not looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Malone, Mazzulla, and probably Tibb would be my like 3. Tibb doing a lot with that roster with the Knicks, man. They not really supposed to be as good as they are, but they play up to competition a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing you want to see from a basketball team, especially like the Knicks, where it's like you got all-stars, but they not like world beaters to know, you know what I'm saying? They not no big motion guys. Mm-hmm. So it's more or less of like you want to see that kind of, you know what I'm saying? You want to see your coach kind of get them boys riled up and get them boys ready to ball. So you like that a lot. I really do like that a lot. But more or less, Malone should get it. I think Malone should get it. I don't see anybody else.
I could definitely see Malone. I like the Finch pick, and Joe Mazzulla is also. I say Joe Mazzulla up there. I'll say Tibbs is up there for what he's done to with the Knicks too. So probably those 4 names. I'll put them in the mix. But I don't know about like one specifically. I don't know if I could pick one as of right now.
I feel like the number one coach should usually just be based on the number one team in the league, like record-wise, right? Or is it more nuanced than that?
I feel like it's a little bit more like nuanced, because it's like I think they factor in like how much the team improves from last year.
Okay.
Like I feel like the reason why like Joe Mazzulla isn't like number 1 is because they was number 1 last year. You know what I mean? So he's basically just doing more of what's expected out of him, you know?
Okay.
But yeah, I think this is all for basketball. You guys have any final thoughts? Any thoughts on like All-Star Weekend? Anything else you guys got to say?
The real season starting now.
Yeah, to be honest, it's that Gatorade break. Like, if you ain't tuned into basketball at all to this point, now is the time to tune in.
Just now,
it's truly the time.
Caitlin Clark just made history.
What Caitlin
Oh
Clark
yeah,
did
she
do?
She got-
she
she
broke
She
the
just
all-time
broke the
scoring
all-time
record.
scoring record. That's
Yep,
hard.
just now.
She's gonna go number one for the WNBA draft without a doubt.
Shout out to her.
She's
man.
gonna be the
Shout
number
out.
one pick. Shout out Iowa for finding her. That's a crazy recruit. Like, you know how much motion that is for the school? That is a crazy
Man.
It
recruit.
was a lot for
It's
them.
a lot of motion.
But that's all we have for this episode of 5QS. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know how you guys feel.
Share with your family.
Yeah, share with your
friends,
family, your friends, all
comments,
of that.
man.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Ow, ow.